This unit was reported to me as not working, and it was unplugged, or they had the breaker off actually, over there in the right-hand corner. So I powered it on, see what it was doing, and it actually cooled. Now this is a blast chiller in a hospital cafeteria kitchen. Now don't pay no attention to this one over here. It's broken. This is the suction transducer right here and the Copeland control box. Now the way this unit works is it will satisfy the demand and pump down using these solenoid valves, but this one can't do it. This is a for sure way to pump it down. You close the receiver service valve. Now you should be able to always do this, and if you ever run into problems doing this, it means that something else is wrong. And it's hard to see because of the stupid light, but we are trapped at about 170 PSI. So that's because the unit's also trying to pump it down and the solenoid is downstream from where that gauge is connected to. So this liquid is trapped. Now here's the important part. We are stuck at 12 PSI. The compressor is running and it is failing to pull it down any further. It just won't do it. It ain't happening. So here is a compressor test that fails. This compressor will not pump down. I've got the valve, service valve, coming out of the receiver closed. And will not pull this down below 11 PSI. It just won't do it. So when this happens to a scroll, it internally bypasses and the discharge gas rushes down the side of the compressor into the crankcase, and it causes it to go out on thermal overload in just a matter of minutes. So this scroll is getting replaced. It's getting new starting components, a new plug, and I think a couple other things, a new dryer. It also needs a rotolock fitting for the suction. And that's it.